adding and subtracting polynomials, next lesson. More or less just collecting like terms, what we're doing here. And so but there's a few little wrinkles to it. When you have a question like this, and it's got brackets in it, the first thing you want to do is get rid of the brackets. And there's two things to look at here. When you're adding, like which we are here, two kind of chunks of polynomials, there's really nothing to worry about. You can just get rid of the brackets just by simply erasing them or rewriting the whole thing. So you can just go, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. It's when you're subtracting them, which we'll show you later on, that you have to do a little something something. Okay, so you've done algebra tiles, you've done all sorts of things, and if you want to use algebra tiles, you can. I'm going to show you using the circles and squares method from before. Again, like terms, we're collecting them. So s squareds, they are like each other. Again, when you do those circles and squares method, make sure that you put the sign in front of it in the shape that you've chosen. So the s squares are there. The s's, there's one there. There's one there. Let's put a square around them. And for the constants, let's put a triangle around them. And it's simply a matter of putting them together. Now what you could do is rewrite all this and put the circles together. Put 3s squared minus s squared. Put the squares together, the negative 2s plus the 4s together, and do it that way. Or you can, if you can just do it in your head, go for it. Let's see with the circles. 3s squared minus imaginary 1s squared. 3 minus 1 is 2s squared. Then we have the boxes. We got, you have negative 2 plus 4. You're down 2. You're up 4. You're up 2s. And the triangle is 6 minus 2. That's how you read that. 6 minus 2 is 4, positive 4. And that's it. That is your answer. There's nothing else we can do with that. We're done. Let's take a look at this one here. Same thing, got these brackets, and if there's a plus sign between the brackets, it's just as simple as just getting rid of them. We don't need them anymore. So just clear them out. And you add them once you've done the circles and shapes. X squared, let's put circles around them. For the x's, there's 2 of them, let's put a square around them. And for the constants, there's one there, there's one there, let's put triangles around them. And let's do it. 5 minus 7 is the way you read that, is negative 2x squared. Now the squares, 7 minus 16 is how you read that. And so that means you're up 7, you're down 16, that means you're down 9x. Negative 8 minus 5, you're down 8, then you're down 5 more. That means you're down 13. That's it. Done. Okay, here's an ugly question. Again, there's a plus sign between the brackets. We're adding these two polynomials, so that means we can just get rid of them. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. And when you do that, let's do our thing. X squared, there's only one of them. So in that case, if there's only one x squared, do we need to put a shape around it? Don't have to. If it makes you feel better, you can put a circle around it or a square or whatever you like. But we don't need to. So we know that that's going to survive here. So we may as well put it down the next line. The x's, we have an x there and an x there. Look very carefully. Let's put a circle around those. An xy. Any other xy's? Oh, there's one there. Let's put a box around those. And there's a y. And that's a y squared. They're different. Remember, if they have exponents, it's different. So y's are different from y squared. So that is no one else. So that means that's going to survive. Minus 3y. And constants, we got that just 7 there. Let's put a triangle around that because I see another one right here. -3. And there's only one y square. Whoops, I made a mistake here, didn't I? That -3y is just -3y. Sorry about that. And then the y squared is right here. Plus 2y squared. Because there's no other y squareds here. So we'll just put it down. And now with everyone else, we got to see what the deal is. The circles, you're down 5, then you're down imaginary 1. Down 5, down 1, you're down 6x. So they're taken care of. Now let's go up to the boxes. 4xy, minus 4xy. 4 minus 4 is 0. So, two things you could do. You could write in 0xy or just put nothing, which is the better thing to do. Don't put anything. These two have canceled each other out. They're vanished. So yeah, if they were algebra tiles, you'd have like 4 yellows of these and 4 reds of those, and they would have canceled each other out. And we're left with the triangles. 7 minus 3 is 4, positive 4. And that is it. Double check to make sure that you have no other like terms left behind. Nope. Preferably put it in order from highest to lowest degree. Now, that has a degree of 2, that has a degree of 2. When there's a tie, you go in alphabetical order. So 3x squared will go first, then the 2y squared. This has a degree of 1, that's got a degree of 1, alphabetical order. So x goes first, 6x. Remember, the sign has to go in front of it as well. That sign belongs to the number, or the term that is after it. So -3y, and we're left with plus 4. Again, that's not wrong, but this is better. Okay. Here's an interesting question. Perimeter. Remember, perimeter is the distance around something. So if you add up all the distances around, you get the perimeter. And this is a rectangle, which means that this side is the same as that side, and this side is the same as that side. And it's saying, find an expression for the perimeter of this rectangle. So we need to add up this, plus that, plus this, plus that to find the perimeter. So let's do that. 2x plus 1 plus 3x plus 2 plus this, which is the same as that, 2x plus 1, plus this, which is the same as that, 3x plus 2. Now, since we're adding all these polynomials together, there's no need to put the brackets in there. I don't know why I did. It was a waste of time. So I can get rid of all the brackets because there's plus signs in front and they have no special bearing on what's in the brackets. And we just circles and squared this sucker. 2x, 3x, I guess technically I should put that circle wide like that. 2x, 3x, so we add it all up. 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 2 is 7, 7 plus 3, 10x. And then the constants that are left, let's put squares around them. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. That's it. 10x plus 6 is the perimeter of this thing. Because we don't know what x is, that's what the answer will stay as. Done. Okay, now we get to the multiplying, subtractions. When you have a subtraction sign in front, I don't know if you remember fishing or the distributive property, but the negative sign in front changes everything inside the brackets of the thing it's in front of. So this negative sign is going to act like a -1. And it multiplies everything inside the brackets like fishing style. So that times that, -1 times 6x becomes -6x. And this -1 times -2 becomes negative times negative, +2. So it's like the negative sign in front is a sign changer. It changes, it reverses everything inside the brackets. Not these ones. Not this thing here. Only this set of brackets in here. So either think of it like you're fishing by -1, or think of it as the corny little sign changer. It takes everything inside and reverses its sign. So when you rewrite this, there's like a plus sign in front, so that means we don't need the brackets there. Actually, let me just rewrite the whole thing. So we've got 2x plus 7. The negative sign is going to change the sign of everything inside. So instead of 6x, we're going to have negative 6x. And instead of -2, we're going to have, this thing changed the sign of it, positive 2. Again, the more mathematical way, that times that is negative 6x, that times that, positive 2. And then we just go circles and squares. 2 minus 6x is minus 4x. 7 plus 2 is positive 9. There's your answer. Okay, more practice with the sign changer. The negative sign, the negative thing in front changes all the signs, everything inside the brackets. So here's what you could do if you don't want to write the whole thing out. The first term, you can just get rid of the brackets because there's an imaginary positive sign in front. And this negative sign is going to reverse the charges on everything inside. It's like timesing by -1. So what you could do is just get rid of that and make that negative. This positive is going to become a negative. And this negative is going to become a positive. So the negative sign changes the sign of everything in the brackets that follows it. All right, collecting like terms, x squared is x squared, so let's put a circle around it. X is x's, let's put a box around it. Constants, let's put a triangle around it. Let's do this. 5x minus 2x, 3x squared, -7, minus 2. You're down 7, you're down 2, you're down 9x. You're up 4, you're up 5, positive 9. Done. Okay. How about this one here? Same deal. You got negative sign, so that's going to change this sign right here. That's going to change the sign of everything in this bracket. What will this thing do? Nothing. Positive signs are nice. They don't change. They leave the expression alone. So all you have to do here is get rid of the brackets. Get rid of the bracket. Get rid of the bracket. Now that negative sign is going to change the sign of this. So this will become a negative. And this will become a positive. And the plus has no effect on this, so we can just get rid of those brackets like that. Okay, so now we're left with this. And we just do the collecting like terms. If there's an A, there's an A. Let's put circles around them and the sign in front of it. There's a constant, put a triangle around them and the sign in front of it. Oops, I forgot another A here. See, you gotta be very careful, you can't be sloppy. There's a circle A, let's put a circle around that A, and that A. And there's only one A squared, so that one survives all that. Let's just write it down here. Okay, let's collect the terms. 2 plus 5, 7, minus 1, imaginary 1, 6A, plus 6A. And then the constants, -3 plus 4, you're down 3, you're up 4, you're up 1. So there's your answer. Here are your skill testing questions that you'll need to handle. So yeah, have fun with that. Just one little quick thing here I just realized. If you have something like this, I won't give you a question, I'm just going to explain it to you. If you have something like this, negative sign in front and then a bracket, and you have like a minus 2x squared plus x minus 7. Again, what the negative sign does is it changes everything inside. So here, this becomes a plus, this becomes a minus, and this becomes a plus. So yeah, just so you're aware of that, watch the subtracting polynomials. They're tricky. Anyways, there's skill testing questions. This one's also a little bit tricky. I'll give you a hint. You're going to have to use subtracting on that one. But this one's straightforward. All right, hope it works out well for you. Bye-bye.